I'm going to 10th grade.
10th grade, all right. So how have you applied what you've learned here in the workshop that's going to help you with your academics?
I also learned 15 most common diseases.
That's part of our advanced placement biology class. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, so the first disease is Morphine's disease, and this disease...
Can you speak closer into the mic?
This disease basically affects the body's connective tissues, and some features of people with this disease are that they have long arms and legs, they have a thin, tall body type, and their teeth can be overcrowded. The next disease is influenza, and more commonly known as the flu. It's a contagious, it's a contagious disease, and it can be mild to severe, but it can also cause death in some cases. The next one is Down syndrome. It's also known as trisomy 21, which means that there is a third copy of the 21st chromosome. The next one is Sickle-Cell Disease, and it's a group of inherited red blood cell disorders, and it is not contagious. The next one is Tay-Sachs Disease. And Tay-Sachs Disease is a metabolic disorder where the lipids lipids come to the brain basically, and it can cause death in childhood. The next one is Trypanosome Disease, and it is caused by a parasite, and it's actually more often called African sleeping sickness. The next one is Huntington's disease, which causes nerve cell damage, and a famous person with this disease is Woody Guthrie, he's actually from Oklahoma. The next one is Crohn's disease, which is chronic inflammatory bowel disease. Most people who have this can control their symptoms, and it's not life-threatening. Next one is polydactyl disease, and it results in supernumerary fingers and or toes, and it's an inherited trait. Next one is Klinefelter's disease, which is when males have an extra X chromosome, and it causes them to produce less testosterone, so they have more women-like qualities. Then muscular dystrophy. It can cause muscle degeneration over time, and eventually most people need a wheelchair because they're not able to walk. Parkinson's disease, which occurs in the central nervous system. Most people have stiffness and tremors. And then hemophilia, which is when the blood doesn't clot normally. This is also an inherited trait. And the last one is X-linked color blindness, which is also called red-green color blindness, and it's most predominant in males.
All right. Can you briefly tell the parents what has been your experience applying these methods? How long would it have taken for you to memorize, understand, and then express and articulate these 15 diseases without using the methods, and what helped you?
I think that it might have usually taken me like a couple days or a week or something, and instead I was able to do it in like 1 hour pretty much. And so I feel like it's really like accelerated my learning and just helped me, like it's way easier than I thought it would be.
Right.